First of all, I would like to greet you all. Namaskar, everybody. In the last class, we have discussed something about the kinds of human rights. But today, we are going to discuss something about the classification of human rights. In the last video, we have discussed the kinds of human rights, which are as civil and political human rights, social, economic, and cultural human rights, and miscellaneous human rights. But, my dear friends, today we are going to discuss specifically the classification of human rights, and classification of human rights includes three categories. One is especially enumerated human rights. Second is not especially enumerated human rights. Third is unenumerated or unrecognized human rights. So, first thing is that especially enumerated human rights means the rights which have been covered under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948, International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights 1966, International Covenant on Economic, Social, Cultural Rights 1966. The rights as fundamental rights have been contained under Part 3, Articles 12 to 35 and Part 4, Articles 36 to 51 as directive principles of state policies are especially enumerated human rights in India. Second category is that not especially enumerated human rights means those rights which have not been mentioned. Once again, I repeat, not especially enumerated human rights means those rights which have not been mentioned under Part 3 and Part 4 of the Constitution of India, but the Indian judiciary, namely Supreme Court of India or High Courts of India, declared and recognized as fundamental rights or human rights under Articles of Constitution of India. These are the not especially enumerated human rights in India. Third and last category is that unenumerated or unrecognized human rights. The rights which have been incorporated under international covenants or instruments, but the rights which have not been mentioned under Part 3 and Part 4 of the Constitution of India, and also the same still has not been declared and accepted by Indian judiciary, namely Supreme Court of India or High Courts of India. Thank you so much. If you like this video, first of all, please subscribe this, like this video, and give your comments as feedback. Thank you so much.